Okay, good evening, students. Julie and Nubia, welcome
Hi,
to
teacher.
our class for today.
Yes, teacher. Uh,
Okay,
okay.
today we want to work with our class.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, our other students appear. I want to begin working with Nubia and Julie,
Mhm.
and I want to welcome you. Last week we did not have our classes because I was a bit ill. Today I am a little better than last week, so I want to share with you our class for today. I want to remind you before we go to the class that you need to send your activities from last week so I can able to grade you for the classes during the past week. So I need you to post your activities in the chat. You don't have to send them written, but I need you to speak your activities in the WhatsApp chat, and I will value that for your grades. Is that clear?
Okay, teacher.
Yes, teacher, it's
Okay.
clear.
Okay. For today, we change our topic from relationship, and we are going to be working with house hunting. So we are going to be speaking about places to live. Our objective is to talk about places to live and to describe places where you live. So I want to begin asking you if you could tell me about some different places where people usually live. Jesus, welcome to our class today. Hi, Jesus.
Hi, teacher.
Good evening, Jesus. Welcome to our class. We're just beginning. And I was telling the girls that we are working today with house hunting. So we are going to be speaking about places to live and describing the places where you live. So my first question for you, I want you to give me some comments and some ideas. Can you tell me some names of places where people live, cities and in the countryside and so forth?
Could you repeat the question, teacher, please? Teacher, could you repeat the question, please?
Okay, I am going to repeat because we are speaking about places to live. So I am asking you if you could tell me about the name of some places where people live. El nombre de los lugares donde viven las personas. O sea, cada persona, dependiendo de su estrato y su economía y todo eso, viven en lugares diferentes. Entonces, quiero que ustedes me digan en inglés algunos nombres de esos lugares donde uno puede vivir. ¿Está más claro, Jesús?
Yes, of course, yes, teacher. For example,
Okay,
house.
welcome, Julian,
House.
to our class this evening. Hi, Julian. Hello, Julian. Hi, Julian, are you there?
Hi, teacher. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Julian, good to have you in class today.
Okay, thanks, teacher. I'm glad to be here, and there is another day to learn.
Yes, really. I was just saying that we are working today with house hunting, so we are going to speak about places to live and describe places where we live. So I want each of you to tell me about some names in English. If you know some names in English about places where we can live. Jesus, you were telling me about some. Can you repeat them?
Yes, teacher. The house.
A
The
house,
apartment.
very good.
The
Apartment,
apartments.
yes.
The hotels, maybe. Difficult. How tense?
Okay. Jesus, let me hear some of your peers now. Julie. Julie. Hi, Julie.
Yes, teacher. Yes, tell me.
Can you tell me about some names of places where we can live?
Yes, we can live in the in the in the farm. In the farm.
In a farm, yes, very good. In a farm, yes.
In the countryside,
Yes.
or maybe in the outskirts of the city.
Okay, very good. Nubia, are you there, Nubia?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you add some other places where people live?
Yes, I think that is the neighborhood and downtown, in a farm, in a city.
Yes.
And the other place is in a neighborhood. Neighborhood in a
In
downtown.
the neighborhood. Yes.
Neighborhood.
Okay. Yes. Okay, let's hear Julian. Can you share with us? Do you know any other place where people can live?
I don't know, coastal town, village.
The village,
I don't know
yes.
what else.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, we are going to learn some new places, some new names for places today in our vocabulary. So, because we are speaking today about places where we can live, to talk about places where people live, and we need to describe those places. So, we will do some descriptions, and we need some description words also. Now, I want you to do a very short activity. I'm going to share my screen with you, and then I will show you an image, a picture, and each of you will give me some words to describe this person. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I see that, teacher.
Okay. Everyone can see my image?
Yeah, James.
Okay, James Rodriguez. Yes.
James
Okay, listen what we are going to do. I want each of you to think about some words that you could give to describe James Rodriguez in his physical appearance and also about him as a person, his personality. Well, maybe you don't know him in person, but we know some traits of his personality because of what we see on the TV and what we hear about him. So I want you to think about even one by each one of you, or one or two descriptive words that we could use to describe James Rodriguez. Okay, who want to begin?
Teacher. Yo.
Okay, Nubia.
Okay. James is tall, and
He's tall.
he's tall, and the black hair, and he's thin.
And black hair. Okay. Okay, Nubia. Give some other chance for your peers. He's tall and he has black hair. Very good, Nubia.
Yes.
Okay. Julie, are you there?
Yes, teacher. He has a good body.
Yes. How do we call that in English? When the person has a good body, like James, who is a sporter, how do we call that in English? Do you know?
He's healthy, maybe. or I don't
Another
remember
word.
when.
Another word. Julian, do you know, or Jesus, how can we describe James with his body? Being a sporter, how could we speak about his body that he is?
Teacher, maybe athletic.
Mm,
Well, athletic
no,
could be
I
used
guess
also,
good
but there
shape.
is a very short word. Julian?
Good shape.
Well,
Good shape body.
yes, that's valid also, but we have a next English word that we use especially for sporters when they have good body and in good condition, in good health with their bodies. Okay, I'll tell you. He is fit. F-I-T. He is fit.
Fit is the same thing?
Fit is, yes, it could be similar to thin, but
Okay.
someone could be, listen, Nubia, someone could be thin and not fit.
Okay.
O sea,
For the athletic.
alguien puede, pero, ajá. But we use fit most for sporters, for people who do sport
Okay.
like James and have a good healthy body. We call them that person is fit. Okay.
Okay.
Julian, can you give me a description of James? Hello, Julian.
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay, could
Okay,
you give me descriptive words about James?
let me see. Yes, his skin is white and
He's clear
he,
skin. Clear skin.
so
Clear.
he's
Clear.
clear.
Clear. Ajá. Claro. De tez clara. Clear skin.
Okay, bueno, lo dije desde mi punto de vista. Bueno,
Ajá.
what else? Can say that he has black eyes.
He has black eyes. Very good. Who else is there? Okay. You were speaking about his physical appearance. But then tell me about his personality. Any one of
Teacher,
you.
I don't know nothing.
Yes.
I don't know anything about his personality because honestly, I don't like soccer.
Okay.
So
Julie, Anubia, and Jesus, can you tell something about his personality according to what we have seen on the TV? Hello?
Teacher, I feel that James insecure when he was when he was talking in the camera or on TV because he talks slow.
Okay, I would dare to say, you mean he's confident. O sea, es seguro de sí mismo. ¿Es lo que me quieres decir?
It's similar, insecure.
O inseguro.
Yes, is
¿Cuál de la?
is the second. Is insecure. Inseguro.
Okay. Ajá. Okay, very good. And when we see him playing on the field and making up match and trying to put a goal, what could we say about him then? as describing his part of his personality. Jesus and Nubia?
I suppose the personality is a good friend.
Well, he's friendly, yes.
Friendly.
But then on the field, when we see him, playing on the field, it gives us the idea that he's very smart, right? He's clever.
Ah, okay.
He's smart.
He's smart.
Para hacer jugadas, él crea jugadas. Entonces, eso nos indica que, o sea, como dije anteriormente, es una persona que ni ustedes ni yo seguramente hemos tratado. Está describir una persona por lo que uno ve y distingue a la persona, uno puede atreverse a describir a la persona. Entonces, en este caso, podríamos decir that he's smart or clever. Now, we have something else that we can say about him. Could you find the word? People find him, people search for him. He calls attention. How do we call that in English? And in Spanish also. He attracts. How do we call that descriptive word?
I don't know.
Admire.
You don't know? Okay, none of you know?
Admire, the attention.
Okay, those people that call our attention, we call, you know, that like get the attention of everyone, we call them charismatic, right? In Spanish also we use that word. Una persona carismática que atrae, que ¿sí? No sé si están de acuerdo conmigo, pero...
Yes, and the other is a good pleasure. He's good pleasure.
He's a good player or athlete or sporter.
Okay.
Very good.
Soccer player.
Okay, and also say about his physical appearance that he, well, maybe not the men would say that.
Okay, handsome. Okay.
The woman would say, yes. Handsome, do you know what handsome means in Spanish, right?
How did you say? Simpático?
Simpático.
Handsome?
Handsome, yes. For man. For a girl, we say she's pretty, she's beautiful. For a man, we say he's handsome.
Handsome.
Okay, students. Now, this was only like for us to think about descriptive words that we use, not only to describe a person, but also we use words to describe places. And today we are going to be speaking about places to live, so we will describe those places. Now I will share my screen again, and then we're going to look at our vocabulary list of words. So I want you to be attentive to the vocabulary list that I will share with you. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. House.
Okay, everyone can see it. Jesus,
Yes,
Julie, Julian.
Yes, teacher, I can see.
Yes, teacher, I can see.
Okay, now we are going to look at the vocabulary list. So I want you to, each of you will read one of the words that are there that we have, and notice on our images that we have also. Nubia said the first one. This is a house. We could say a common house, a traditional house, which most people can have, a house. Okay, Julie?
What do you need that I say you, teacher?
So I need you to read the name for the place where people can live.
Okay, apartment.
Yes. Someone talk about the apartment. In a city, most people or lots of people live in apartments. Okay, Jesus.
Studio apartment.
Yes, it is very similar to the apartment. Studio apartment.
Love.
Okay, loft, yes. Loft in Spanish is like desván. A place where most time people used to like to have certain things set aside or to have expensive things. It is an expensive place to live. Okay, Julie. Hi, Julie.
Country house.
Country house, very good. You spoke about a country house when you told me about that people could live on the countryside. So we have a country house. Nubia?
Farm.
A farm, very good. Farm. We have some people who live out in a farm, very good. Then Jesus? Apartment buildings, very good. Que son los edificios. Julián.
Teacher. Does a gated community? Residential complex?
Yes. Gated community. Why do we use gated community? Gated come from gate, de portón. Residential complex. Son esos complejos residenciales que están encerrados y por eso se les dice gated community. Julie?
Apartment complex.
An apartment complex. Very good. Un complejo residencial también, no necesariamente que esté encerrado como en el anterior. Nubia?
Townhouse.
Very good. The townhouse, the word tells you that a house that is in town. Julián?
Condominium or condo?
Yes. We can use condo as like an abbreviated form of condominium. We can say a condo. Very good. Julie?
Penthouse.
Very good. Do you all know what is a penthouse?
Could you repeat the question, teacher?
Do you know what is a penthouse?
Penthouse is a little apartment. Maybe. It's a
Okay.
It's a room with
Yes, go ahead.
kitchen, excuse me.
It's a room, but not so little. And usually it is set like on buildings, on top of the buildings floor, como en el último piso, donde da hacia el aire libre. Es un lugar muy lujoso, generalmente, y muy costoso. So, most time, people that go to a penthouse are people who are rich, people who have lots of money, because a penthouse is very expensive. Okay, Jesus?
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood. Very good. Which is your neighborhood in Spanish? ¿Cuál es la traducción de neighborhood?
Barrio.
Tu barrio. Muy bien. And you can see there in this neighborhood, at the bottom, you can see it like a church. And then we have some houses and we have the street. Es el barrio donde vive una persona. Very good. Okay, are the vocabulary words speaking about different places where people can live. And most time, or maybe most of us, live in a traditional house, but we have many people who live in apartment buildings, in apartments, in condominium. So we have different places where people can live. Okay, now we are going to pass to, I'm going to show you the grammar that we are going to use today. So I will change the scene that you have there, and then we will go at the next one. Okay. On the screen, we have some words that we can use for descriptions. When we want to describe being a place where we live, or if we want to describe a person, things, those words that we use to make descriptions, I think you should know already that those words, we call them in English, we call them adjectives. Son los adjetivos, las palabras que utilizamos para hacer descripciones, ya sean de personas, de cosas, de lugares, como los lugares donde vivimos. So we use adjectives. Now, I want you to look at the screen and see what we have here. Can every one of you see clearly?
Yes, teacher.
And the others?
Yes, teacher.
Julian, Jesus,
Consider
Julie?
clearly.
Okay. When we look at the screen, we find two groups. We have adjectives, they say before the noun, adjective plus a noun. So we can use adjective to disease or things or people, and we can use it in front, before the noun. And then we have some examples, but also we can use the adjective after the noun. And in the second case, we use the noun, then we need to use the verb be, and your verb be in present becoming is or are for plurals, and finally the adjective. So I want us to look on these examples. We will look at the first type where we use adjective before nouns. So we have, it's a nice neighborhood. Nice, the adjective, neighborhood is the noun. Then we have, I live in a small apartment. Small, the adjective that modify or describe the apartment. Then we have, it's a big old house. Big, old, they are adjectives which modify or describe the house, which is the noun. Then we have, she lives in an expensive loft. Expensive is the adjective and loft is the noun. Then we have the last one. This is a noisy neighborhood. Noisy being the adjective, neighborhood being the noun. Now, in all of these cases, we have used the adjective before the noun. But then when we look at the second option, we can also use adjectives at the end of a sentence. And then the noun will go before, but we need to use the verb be is examples. This neighborhood, the noun is before. This neighborhood is, as the verb be, is really nice. So you can see the difference when we say, it is, but then when we put the adjective to the end, we use the noun before. This neighborhood is really nice, and both sentences are correct. Then we have, my apartment is very small. The adjective is at the end. That house is big and old. Adjectives at the end. Her laugh is expensive. Adjective at the end. This neighborhood is noisy. So we can use them before the noun, or we can use adjective at the end of the sentence after the noun. What you need to have in mind is that whenever you use it at the end of the sentence, after the noun, then automatically you need to use the verb be. Notice we have is, and is. Is the present simple for the verb be, for the third person. Neighborhood is the third person, it goes as it, singular. Apartment, house, loft, and again neighborhood. So we use is for all of them. If we had used the plural, then we would have to say are. If we had said those apartments, los apartamentos, then we would need to say are very small. In this case, because we are using singular, we use is. Okay. Do you have any question about that, or is that clear?
It's clear, teacher.
And the other students? Julie, Jesus, Julian?
It's clear, teacher.
Okay, very good. Now, on the other hand, we can use negative statements also, and it functions in this similar form. Adjective before the noun. We have, it's not a dangerous neighborhood. I don't like old apartments. I couldn't live in a small house. There aren't any cheap lofts. This isn't a quiet neighborhood. We use them before the nouns. Then when we go to use them after the noun, again, we need to have the verb be. The noun first, the verb be, and then the adjective. So notice we have this neighborhood, noun, isn't, negative for the verb be, dangerous, the adjective. This neighborhood isn't dangerous. Next, those apartments, notice we're using the plural here, those apartments aren't very old. That house isn't small. Her laugh isn't cheap. This neighborhood isn't quiet. Yes. Cheap. Cheap means barato.
Yes.
And quiet means callado.
Tranquilo, como tranquilo.
El barrio no. Oh, sí, callado, tranquilo. El barrio no es tranquilo, no es callado. Sí, más o menos eso es lo que significa. Okay, having that in mind, then I want you to practice together. We are going to do a game online. So you will do it with me. Okay, this game is named Bullseye. So you need to find the syllable where we have the stress for each one of these words that we have used in the vocabulary. And then you will do it, each one of you will do one. You will tell me which one of the syllable should have the stress, and I will click on that syllable, and then we will see if you can hit the bullseye. Hello. Hola,
Hello,
hola.
teacher. Hola, teacher.
Solo te escucho a ti, no escucho a los demás.
Aquí estoy, teacher.
Ok.
I'm here, teacher.
Ok, ¿entendieron cómo es el juego? Como el juego es en línea y yo soy la que estoy manejando el libro, entonces ustedes me van a indicar, pronuncian la palabra y me indican en cuál de las sílabas va el acento. Yo aquí marco en la sílaba que ustedes me dicen para ver si le dan al blanco. ¿Está claro?
Okay, teacher. Clear.
Okay, I want to begin with Jesus because I am not hearing Jesus. He's very quiet. Hi, Jesus.
Yes, teacher.
Jesus, being very quiet, so I want you to begin. You pronounce the word and then tell me which one of the syllables should have the stress.
Studio apartment. I would say that is the first one is the second. TU.
The second on stu,
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
And the second.
Very good, excellent.
Part.
Okay.
Part.
Excellent. No, we only have one stress there. Studio apartment. Studio apartment. You know,
Okay.
we pronounce the two of them together like a combination of words. Studio apartment. Okay. In Nubia. Nubia?
Yes, teacher.
Hi, Nubia.
Apart. Okay. Gate.
Gated. Gated.
Gated. Gate. Gated. Gate. Gate.
Where will the stress go? On gay?
Yes.
On the first syllable?
Okay. Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Gate
Julie?
complete.
Men building.
Okay.
Uh,
Where should the stress go?
Excuse me.
¿Dónde va el acento?
Okay. And the first syllable, build.
On the build? Okay, let's see.
In a part, no, in a part is part.
No. When we use these words together, we ubicate ourselves on one main stress.
Okay.
Apartment building.
Okay.
Building.
Okay.
If we use the word separately, then we will have, yes. O sea, si usamos las palabras separadamente, puede que tenga el acento, por ejemplo, en part. Pero en este caso lo estamos utilizando como palabras compuestas.
Okay, teacher, understand you.
Okay, Julián. Hi, Julián.
Hi, teacher, I'm here.
Okay. Can you pronounce me where should the stress go?
Country house.
Yes. Where is the stress?
The first syllable.
The first?
The first syllable, teacher.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Jesus.
Yes. Part. The second.
On part?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Excellent. Okay, Nubia.
If the same is apartment.
On part?
I don't sure because apartment. Yes.
Excellent. Julie?
In townhouse.
Excellent. Julian?
Condominium. Condo. Third syllable.
Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, that was incorrect. Do you want to make an next try, Julian? You don't want to make an next try? Okay.
I would say yes.
Condominio.
Ay, sería esa. No.
Sí.
Ay, no.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Nubia?
Léeme. Ya.
Hi, Nubia. Okay, Jesús.
The first.
On the first one, condo.
Yes.
Excellent. Julie?
Penthouse.
Good. Julián?
¿Qué otra?
Someone has the microphone, Nubia.
Neighborhood sería.
¿Alguien tiene el micrófono prendido y se oye un ruido? ¿De quién es? ¿Es el micrófono de Nubia? Ok. Jesús. Hi, Jesús.
Yes, the last one.
Okay. Which one?
The last one, teacher.
The last one. Okay, let's see. Okay. If you put the stress on the last one, it would be neighborhood, and that's not the pronunciation. Neighborhood.
So the first.
Neighborhood. The stress is on neighborhood. Neighborhood. Yes. Okay, that was excellent. Good. You are doing good. Okay, now we will go to our next exercise. And we will work on exercise 8. Okay, we have scrambled words. You are going to organize the sentences following the rules that we give. So I want to begin with Julian.
Okay, teacher, tell me.
Okay, you need to organize the sentence.
Yes. It's a nice neighborhood.
You say?
It's
No te escucho, Julián.
Yes. Letter A.
A.
Yes. Nice.
Obviously, neighborhood. Yes. It's a nice neighborhood. Very good. Julie? Hi, Julie.
Apartment, excuse me. My apartment is very small.
My apartment is very small. Excellent. Okay, Nubia?
Yes, teacher. It's
It's a
it is a ¿cómo es? It is a
Mucho de labios rojos.
what next?
then it is big
Big
house old. No, old house. Old
house.
house. No, old house.
Okay.
Old house.
Old
House.
house. Okay, very good. Jesus?
She lives
She lives
in an expensive loft.
in an expensive loft. Good. Okay, who else? Julian?
Okay, teacher. This neighborhood, this
neighborhood
is noisy.
noisy. Very good.
Yes.
Now, notice that in this example, in this sentence, we're using the adjective at the end of the sentence. Okay, Julie?
It's not a dangerous neighborhood.
Neighborhood. Very good. Okay, Nubia?
Those apartments aren't very dark.
Very dark. Good. Okay, Jesus?
That house isn't small.
That house
Isn't small.
isn't small. We are using the adjective at the end again. That house isn't small. Very good. Julian?
Yes, teacher. Let me see. There aren't any cheap loaves.
There aren't any cheap love. Very good. And the last one is for Julie.
This neighborhood
This neighborhood.
neighborhood neighborhood. I can
Neigh-
pronounce it
Okay,
pronounce that
yes, but it's
is
not so difficult.
neighborhood.
Neighbor, neighborhood. You don't have to sound the
Neighbor.
G. The G is silent.
Exactly.
Ahí la G no suena.
Neighborhood. Neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
Isn't
Okay.
quiet. Isn't quiet.
Isn't quiet. Very good. Okay. That was great. Final activity for today. Our final activity is going to be each of you need to share with the class a description about the place. So you are going to classify out of the vocabulary, you are going to classify in which of those places that we saw, if you live in a condominium, if you live in an apartment building, if you live in a penthouse, if you live in a normal traditional house, if you live in a farm, where do you live for real? You are going to identify and tell us where do you live, the type place where you live, and tell us some things, describe some things about the place where you live. Is that clear?
Not clear.
Yes, teacher, very clear.
I don't know.
Okay, so I will give you like a minute to organize your ideas. Do you need a minute?
Yes.
Okay. Les doy como un minuto para que organicen sus ideas, para que nos cuenten en oraciones secuenciales. Primero es decir, ¿dónde viven? I live in a traditional house, I live in a penthouse, in certain place. ¿Dónde viven y en qué tipo de casas viven? Y luego describen algunas cosas o situaciones de su lugar donde vive. Okay. I'll give you time and then we will share together. Okay, are you ready? Hello?
Hello, teacher.
Are you ready?
Yes, I think. I don't.
Okay, you are ready, Nubia. Then you could go ahead and tell us about the place where you live. Describe the place where you live.
Okay. I live in a house. I don't choose for the word to use for the conjunto cerrado. I don't sure, but I say together close, but I'm not sure for the conjunto cerrado.
¿Vives en un conjunto cerrado?
Sí, señora.
Okay, that would be a gated community. Not you should not say in a hole. A gated community. Una comunidad cerrada.
Okay. Gated community.
Yes.
Community is near to the shopping center Santa Fe. Is a very quiet?
Quiet, yes. Quiet place.
Quiet. Is in the front is a small garden. And it's
you should say, Nubia.
Yes.
You should say in the front there is a small
there
garden.
Is a small garden.
Yes.
Yes, and it's a beautiful place. For me, it's a beautiful
It is a beautiful, yes.
Yes.
Very good. I think so. Okay. I think it is a beautiful place.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah, that was excellent. Okay. Who else is ready?
Me, teacher, Julie.
Okay, Julie.
I'm living in the south of Bogota. My neighborhood is dangerous. It's very dangerous. Because there are many thieves.
Thieves.
Maybe sometimes there are typical words, ñeros. Is an complicated when I am here in my neighborhood because it's in the south of the Bogota.
South of Bogota City. Okay,
yeah. But
yes.
I'm living for 33 years old here.
For 33 years you are living there. Okay, so I think you should be accustomed to that lifestyle.
Excuse me, teacher?
Julie, you should be accustomed. You should be accustomed to that lifestyle.
What is the custom?
Acostumbrada. Debes estar acostumbrada a ese tipo de vida.
No, teacher. Yes, I am accustomed, but I am. But I have other apartment in the Soacha. It's very, very far here. But I am boring because my friends my friends are in other neighborhoods.
Okay, they're in other neighborhoods. So sometimes you go to Soacha.
Yes, I have other apartments. My apartments.
Yes.
My owner apartment is in.
Your
Soacha.
own apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, Soacha should be a nice place to live, I think.
It's also teacher. Okay. There are many community what? Community. I don't know.
Julie, is your apartment near to Ciudad Verde?
Yes, it's very, 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 how did you say cerca?
Near.
Near. It's very near.
It's
It's
very near to
10 minutes. 10 minutes in the car. On the car.
Okay, very good. I don't know Suacha and Ciudad Verde, but my husband was there like a couple of years. He went to Ciudad Verde and he was at Teleton doing therapy. Okay, he told me that it is very beautiful over there.
Yes, which one?
Okay, that was fine, Julie. What about Jesus? Are you ready?
Teacher, yes, I live in a big house, and it's a normal house.
Yes.
It has a big patio, isn't it?
A big yard.
Yard, a big yard, yes, a big yard. It has a second floor, the first and the second floor. My parents live in the second floor. I live with
Yes.
my sister in the first floor. I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't a garden.
Oh,
No.
you also have a garden?
No, I haven't. I don't have garden.
Oh, you don't
So
have.
I don't have.
I don't have
I
a
don't have
garden.
garden.
Yes.
Yes, I don't have garden.
Okay, very good. That means that you live in the city? Do you live in the city?
Yes, of course. It's like a municipality.
Uh-huh. But
It's
you live in the town?
Yes, it's 30 minutes from Cucuta. That is the capital. It's
Okay, very good.
municipality. It's called Los Patios, but it's really near to Cucuta.
Okay, and tell me, is it dangerous to live there?
Maybe some years ago, and now it's just a little safer. But some years ago, it was really dangerous.
Okay, that's important, that the neighborhood might not be so dangerous. Yes. Okay, great job, Jesus. Julian,
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
okay, can you tell us about the place where you live?
Yes, I live in a small town called Puerto Tejada. I also live in a small house on the second floor.
Yes.
Yes. Well, the neighborhood I live in is not safe. It's really dangerous, and sometimes it's quiet, but most of the time it's really noisy.
Yes.
Don't know what else do you want to know.
You don't know what else? Okay. Well, you have told us several things. It's a noisy place. I don't like to live in noisy places. The noise bother me. I really like to live in quiet places, quiet neighborhoods. And I find in common with your descriptions, I find in common that most of you live in neighborhoods that are dangerous. But I think that's common for living in Colombia cities or even in municipalities, that they are very dangerous.
Yes, exactly.
So
Yes, teacher.
if I should contrast your places where you live with the place where I live, then I should tell you that the place where I live is very nice, it is quiet, and it is very safe. it is very safe. Es muy seguro. So safe that I can go to the town and leave my house open, windows and doors.
Really?
Absolutely.
I will have to
I
move there.
live. Yes. Here, this is what we love from this, because it is very safe. Well, that doesn't mean that we don't have thieves. Yes, people also thief, and they will thief, but maybe at night. Some of the boys that go drinking and using drugs, they will thief sometimes. But like on the, yes, sometimes, but on the majority of times, this place is very safe. As I said, I can leave my home and go by my friends. I can go to the town, and I can leave my house open. And when I come back, no one is here, and all of my things are here. And it is also safe that we can go any part of the island without being afraid of someone attracting us, or someone pulling a gun or a knife or anything at you. You can just walk the streets safely, and you can live safely.
That's really
Hello?
nice, teacher.
Yes, that's really nice about living here. Well, we have other things that is not so nice, like what you have. Like in the city, you can find all that you need. Here, at times, we can't find what we need. But then we have peace and we have safety. So that's the contrast with the place where you live and the place where I live. Okay, so today we spoke about places to live, and we made descriptions about the places we live. On our next class, we will be speaking about house chores, house activities. So we will have a new topic to speak about for our class on Thursday. Just before we leave, I want to tell you something. Are you there, all of you? Julie, Jesus, Nubia, are you there?
Yes. Okay, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So we are getting to the end of our classes. We will have our class on Thursday this week, and then next week, I think it should be our last week. So as my tutor has scheduled for these activities, during next week, we need to have a final exam. Your grades were in 3 parts.
The next weekend, the second weekend for the
yes.
Okay.
I think yes. I think the final will be next week, for next weekend. So your grades were divided in 3 parts. One first part with 20 points. Then this second part that we are doing with 20 points, and the last stage or the last part will be a final exam that I need to make a final exam with you. So
okay.
I am thinking, I would like you to tell me, to suggest your ideas, but my idea for the final exam is not to have it in group with all of you together. I am thinking to do the final exam, like each of you having 15 minutes and have an encounter with me in like 15 minutes for one, and then the next 15 minutes for the next 15 minutes for the next one, and just like that. So I could be able to evaluate each of you. I have to send you a guide, an activity guide, and the rubric also, the exact that I need to send you, an activity guide and the rubric, so you can know what we are going to evaluate and what we are going to do. It is speaking, no writing. It is speaking completely. What we have been doing, so I think there is no problem in doing this exam, because I'm going to use from the same topics that we have been working with. I will have some things to speak about and that you can speak about in the exam. We will examine your fluency, your vocabulary, your grammar. And so the same things that we have grade during the encounters is what I'm going to grade also in the final exam. So I don't know if you agree with me that the exam be individual and not in a group. Because if I do it in group and I am speaking to Julian, for example, then the others would only be there listening, and I think it would function much better if I examine you individually. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Teacher, I have a question
Do
for
you-
the last homework. The last
Yes.
homework that you I have, it's possible that I will send you this night.
Sure. Yes, you can.
Okay.
And who else is lacking for their homework? Julie and Julian sent his, and Jesus. Nubia,
Yes, teacher.
where are your homeworks, Nubia?
Yes, but the morning tomorrow is possible to end the
To send it?
lesson. Oh, yes, but I have a problem with my cell phone and my
Uh-huh.
yes, but I think that tomorrow I buy a cell phone, the new cell phone, and I
Yes.
send my homework, teacher. Sorry.
Okay, Nubia, okay. Okay, you can send it tomorrow. And Julie, you can send yours tonight. Then Jesus and Julian, I heard your recording, and you did an excellent job. Let me see. I had some feedback to give you, Jesus
Okay.
and Julian. Let me find your feedback. Just a minute. Okay, for Julian, yes, you did an excellent job. Good pronunciation, and your sentences, they were all accurate.
Okay,
Then
thanks, teacher.
let me see for Jesus. Jesus, you also did a very good job, Jesus. Only that in your point A, where you had to fill in the object pronouns from the email, Jesus, when you read I understand, it was I understand it. Well, it gave for some confusion. And then at the end, she might not like them. You had two mistakes in your object pronouns and your email. Your written text, I told you it was not complete, but then you send it for the second time, and I heard it, and it was good, your text that you send about your relationship. So I think you will have good grades. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, finalizing about the exam for next week. I need you to be, I will let you know which day we will have the exam. I will send you the guide and the rubric, and then I need you to be punctual for the exam. Because if you are not punctual for the exam, then you will lose 20 points. So I need each of you to be punctual for that exam, because I don't want to take away 20 points from your grades. So whenever I have the date, I will tell you in the chat which day it will be, and at which hour should you enter into the chat, so I could evaluate you, and hopefully all of you could be there for the evaluation, because if not, you would lose 20 points out of 60. And well, we have the other grades for all these encounters that we have been doing. La idea no es que pierdan puntos y en el examen final, pues si no asisten, automáticamente pierden los 20 puntos. Como esa no es la idea, entonces sí quiero que hagan todo lo posible por estar a la hora asignada, que le voy a asignar a cada uno y el día específico para que puedan ser evaluados y tengan sus notas.
El examen sería de este jueves en 8 días, ¿cierto? Al
Bueno,
final.
no estoy muy segura, pero creo que sí será el jueves, pero aún no estoy completamente segura. Cuando ya tenga seguridad de la fecha y de las horas que vamos a utilizar, entonces yo les escribo en el chat o los llamo por teléfono, como sea, y también les voy a mandar la guía porque nos exigen que así como hacemos el examen, enviemos guía de actividades con la rúbrica para que ustedes sepan exactamente qué vamos a hacer. Entonces, en esa exigencia ustedes van a recibir en sus correos y yo les voy a decir cuando lo envío para que ustedes tengan pendiente. La idea aquí no es que pierdan puntos, sino que cada uno mejore en su desempeño y puedan tener los puntos necesarios. Entonces yo les estaré comunicando, tan pronto tenga todo listo y ya sepa con exactitud, yo les estaré comunicando qué día va a ser y qué hora le toca a cada uno de ustedes. ¿Ok? ¿Está claro?
Sí, señora. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so for today, that is all for today. This is the end of our class. I hope you had enjoyed being here with us. I enjoy being with you, and I hope to see you on Thursday. Okay, do you have any questions?
Okay, teacher.
No, teacher.
No questions.
Okay, well, have a good night and goodbye.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye.